everybody, Maci here. So for today's video, I decided to share with you guys 15 ways to help you make a little bit of extra cash if you're in the same boat as I was a couple of years ago. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and let's get started. So the first thing that I recommend doing is to open up your own Etsy shop. So if you're unfamiliar with this website, basically Etsy is kind of like a online store kind of thing where you can sell a lot of handcrafted items. I know for me, I started selling things on Etsy my freshman year of high school, and that's when I started selling prints of my drawings, and I made a pretty decent amount of money on there. You're definitely not limited to just selling drawings on there. You can pretty much sell anything, like I said. I know some people sell phone cases. Like, if you're really good at knitting or even crocheting, I do recommend that you do set up a shop because you can sell a lot of your hand knit or crocheted items on there. So yeah, if you're really good at art or crafts or if you're really creative, I do recommend that you open an Etsy shop. So let's say you're not much of a crafty person, but you are really good at drawing or something to that extent, or you're good at editing on Photoshop, then I recommend that you open an online store on either Redbubble or Society6. So if you're unfamiliar with this kind of website shop, basically it's similar to Etsy in that you're creating something, but instead of you only doing the shipping and the selling and everything, Redbubble and Society6 are the ones who are actually doing all the shipping and doing all the hard work, while all you do is create your work of art and upload it to their website. Essentially, for those websites, they basically print your artwork on pillowcases, phone cases, shirts, jackets, basically name it, they probably are selling it and you can put your artwork on there. The only issue with these kinds of websites is that you're only getting a small percentage of what they're making, basically. So usually the average is about 20% of the actual product, which isn't that bad if you realize that it does add up. I know for me, when I switched from Etsy to Redbubble, I was making, this was like a while ago, I kind of dwindled, but I was making about $100 a month, which isn't that bad, especially if you're obviously not working. So it's like pretty easy. So even if you go on a trip, you can basically make money as long as your artwork is uploaded and people are buying. So now another way that you can technically sell things online is by using the app Poshmark. So if you're unfamiliar with the app Poshmark, basically it's just like an online app where you can sell your used clothes, or it doesn't even have to be clothes, it could be like your shoes or maybe hats, just anything that's slightly used that you don't want to throw away because it's perfectly fine. I haven't really used it that much myself, but I know a lot of people who have used it and are very successful with it. I think my cousins have sold plenty of their shoes on Poshmark. So if you do want to start on Poshmark and to get $5 on your first order, definitely use this code. So for this next one, maybe you're good at talking in front of a camera, or maybe you feel like you have something to say and you want to share it with the world. I definitely recommend that you start your own YouTube channel. Actually, I have a video on how to start your own YouTube channel. You can click in that little pop-up-y thing. Obviously, don't start a YouTube channel just for the money, even though I am including it in here. The money isn't going to start flowing for a while, but if you do want to make an extra buck or two, I definitely recommend starting a YouTube channel, especially if you do enjoy filming these kinds of videos. Now, if you're a photographer at heart, I definitely recommend taking pictures for other people. I know for me, I love the aesthetics of really nice and crisp pictures, especially with that nice blurry background. And I know especially today with the big Instagram hype, everyone wants to have really nice pictures with really nice blurry backgrounds. And if you can provide that for them, why would they not want to pay for it? Now for this, I do recommend that you probably start your own Instagram, make a separate Instagram for all of your photos and post them on there so people have an idea of what your pictures look like. If you look at Brandon Wolfel, Who doesn't know Brandon Wolfel at this time? Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly. His pictures are like, right now he's like one of the in photographers, especially with the YouTube community, and if you can take pictures like that, then you would be in like really big demand. So for this kind of thing, if you do have a DSLR camera, it really does help, but you don't have to have a DSLR camera. Like, you could even have a really nice point and shoot and it would still work fine. It would also help to have some kind of photo editing software, like maybe, what's it called, Photoshop, but it doesn't always have to be Photoshop, like, because it can be kind of expensive. You can always use like something like PicMonkey or some other like editing software, but I'm just not familiar with at this moment. So once you have everything set up and you have your Instagram with your portfolio of pictures, now is the time to start engaging and trying to get people to hire you. So for this, I would recommend that you reach out to people who maybe want to take their senior photos and reach out to them. Like, I know for my cousin, I actually took her senior photos, or even maybe like those family photos, like with the whole family, like they want to use it as like one of those cute Christmas postcards or like those holiday postcards, or even for profile pictures. Like, I know a lot of people would want to get like super clear pictures of themselves for their LinkedIn profile, or maybe they have a blog. Another way to make money is by doing other people's makeup. Like, you can basically do someone's makeup, like even if it's for their birthday, like maybe they want to look all glammed up for their party, or even for prom. Like, there is no shortage of people who want their makeup done at prom, or even just any dance. Like, it could be like the homecoming dance, or like winter formal, or spring fling. Now, for the next one, let's say you're really good at a certain subject at school and you feel like you've basically mastered it and you can teach it to someone else. And that's where tutoring comes in. Or maybe not just a certain subject, but even just homework help, honestly, because, and it doesn't even have to be on a specific subject. Like, it could always even be like just homework help in general. Now, this is probably a given. It is a classic kind of job for people who don't have a job, and that's babysitting. But it doesn't always have to be children, like I said. It can always be babysitting, like maybe your friend's dog, or your friend's pets, or even like someone's plant because they don't want it to die. That still counts as babysitting. Now, the next thing that I recommend is to sell food at school. Like, basically, if you're not good at cooking or baking, you can always just buy a big box of chips at Costco or like Sam's Club, or like not even just chips, like you could even buy candy, because I know Costco has like those boxes filled with like a ton of candy bars. But if you are good at baking or cooking, you can even like make food for people, because I know I had a friend, she was saving up for something and she sold brownies, not good brownies, okay, not that kind of brownies, but, and also cupcakes. A lot of people bought from her. Like, you could even make, like, it doesn't even have to be like from scratch. Like, you can buy one of those big boxes of brownie mixes and just make like a ton of brownies with that. Or even cake pops, like if you want something that's a little bit less messy and like you don't have to carry like a whole tub around, you can make a good amount of money, because who doesn't love cake pops? And finally, the last thing that would help you make a little bit more money is to join research studies. Now, there are a ton of research studies just lying around, especially in colleges, and I'm not entirely sure if you have to be 18 to join those studies, or maybe you can probably just get parental permission, but most of the time, research studies will give you money. Like, I know my first semester of college, I joined this one research study, and just by participating, I got a $50 Amazon gift card. I definitely recommend that you try some of them. You can probably find them a lot like at certain colleges. If you just go to like any college, most of the time they'll have a study that you can participate in and you'll make money. Or even just like free food, but this video's about money, so... Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and it gave you a few more ideas on how you could make a little bit more cash, especially if you can't get an actual job. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can do so by clicking on my face over here, and you can also click the subscribe button down below over here, as well as watch my other videos that you might enjoy as well. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye!